Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of this video. I haven't actually moved, I'm still the same sort of mode as I was before. What I thought I would do first is do the greenery and then move on to doing the berries and the envelope and other bits and pieces. And I thought as we had lots of different colours in the flowers, we'd do the greenery all one colour. We did it the same in this picture and not all one colour but all the same shades. So I'm going to use two greens actually. 24 will be my darkest green. I'm going to start with that and do some darker areas. I have just noticed I haven't done the edge of that flower. I'm just going to do that. I'm pretty sure we use number 7 for that, and then number 4 over the top. Looks a little bit paler, but I think it'll have to do. So number 24. So what I'm going to do is do the bottoms of the leaves a bit darker. Now I've chosen this sort of olivey green shade because it's my favourite shade of green. There's no other reason for it. I'm going to just try and fade it up the leaf and then trying to work out where the edge of that is there. So quite dark down here and then fade up as we go. Just paranoidly checking that I'm actually recording because I've told you already I had an instant where I forgot to record the other day. I'm going to do a dark bit top and bottom of that little bit. Same here, so dark here and here, and that will fade into our other colour. So I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for joining me for the second part of this tutorial. I just felt it would be nice to sort of break it up a little bit. I know some people put out really long videos, and I have sometimes, but I just want to make sure I've got plenty of content and not sort of keep you too long each day. I know some people like the long videos, some people like the short videos, so I can't please everybody, so I just do my best and try and sort of compromise really and do what I can and what feels right really. It's not always easy to judge whether longer or shorter ones get more views and things like that. And I don't always want to just base everything on stats and views. You know, I don't want to be sort of just going on that. If individuals contact me and ask for certain things, then I like to try and do that as well. I can't do everything for everybody. But it's nice to think that people who are like my regular subscribers and commenters and things, if they want something, then it's nice to try and help them if I can, do something they want. But it does depend. Sometimes I just can't do it, I can't fit it in, or it takes me about 10 years or maybe 3 months to do it. Now I am thinking that these berries, I might do the stalks, not in green, but in brown. So I'm going to leave that and I'm going to grab my other green that I was going to use, which is the number 26. I'm struggling to see. And I'm going to go over the top of what we've done already. And then all the way to the end of each leaf with this one. Just basically finish it off. So I really like this book of Rita's. This was one of my first non-Johanna Basford books that I bought. But Rita had a little giveaway with this book before she launched this book actually, of a colouring page. And I really enjoyed the page, so I decided to get the book. And now I've got quite a lot of books by different authors, which is great fun. I always just thought that I wouldn't enjoy anyone as much as I enjoyed Johanna Basford, and I'm starting to realise that I enjoy a lot of different people, which is great. It means I've got lots more variety to colour, and which is rather fun. I've gone massively out of the line there. I don't know if I can erase that very well, because that's our envelope. There we go. But Rita's got a new book coming out soon. I don't know if you have seen on Instagram. It's Meine Reise Durch Asien. I don't know how you say that in German, Asian. So it's, rather than Europe, it's Asia. So that's interesting. It's not, I haven't pre-ordered it. I'm not really sure, because I've got 3 Rita books already. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another one yet. If that makes sense. I want to finish some books. I said this before my birthday. I want to finish books before I get new ones. And then for my birthday, or around this in May, I ended up getting Hannah Coulson's Daydreams, and Maria Trolle's Twilight Garden, The Flower Year, a Moomin's Pocket colouring book, Lulu Mayo's Sweet Things, a Graphy bookmark book, Matchstick Mouse summer book, and Night Garden by R.J. Hampson, all in the month, which was so amazing. You know, birthday gifts and sort of other gifts, and so I've got lots of books now. So I said I wasn't going to get any before my birthday, and that was why, because I had so many. And I was expecting 4. No, I was expecting 2, because I asked my parents, they asked me what I wanted and I asked them for 2. But then I got books from other people as well, which was from my sister and a friend and a couple of my subscribers. So that was really amazing. So I was like completely overwhelmed with the lovely, lovely books. So number 27. So I've been trying to, I've tried out all the books, which has been fun. Some of them on video, some of them not. But I'm going to try and do tutorials, because I know that from most of them anyway, I know people who send me books probably want tutorials from them, I guess. So I try and do them. But if you want a tutorial from any of my books, let me know. If there's a particular page or something you want, then, or just you just think it would be fun to see a tutorial from a particular book, then as I say, let me know, because I can see what I can do. Okay, berries. I'm going to do them brown. I'm going to start with the dark brown. I think we used it for here, number 30, and do a bit at the bottom of each berry that's a little bit darker, like that. Now, just to warn you, on these videos, you would have seen if you watched yesterday's, I'm not going to put the colour numbers in the description, because this is a 36 set and I just use nearly all of them. So, oh, I've just noticed I've missed a bit of green. Probably apart from the greens and the white, I don't use all the greens, and I didn't use the white, and not many greys, but apart from that I use nearly all of them. I'm just going back to do that green bits. It's number 24. As we used before, and number 26. Okay, back to berries. We were using a dark one to do the edges. I put it away, which was silly. I think it was number 30. I hope so. Yeah, looks right. Now the envelope behind, I was trying to think of the colour and the background of this sort of circular area. I don't know. Let's do these as well. And then I'm going to use, I can try and get it out, this brown, number 28, for the rest of the berry. So I'm going to go over the brown that's there and then just take the colour up to the top. I wanted a sort of orangey brown colour going on with them, which is fun. Yeah, so I don't know about the envelope, you know, could leave it white and then just do a sort of background around this edge bit. But sometimes when things are left white, they look a bit like you didn't bother. But I think I'm quite keen to maybe leave this one white. These envelopes are normally white, aren't they? Oh, missed out those. I know these look slightly different because they're on a plant, but I just wanted some coherence across some parts of the picture because our flowers are all such different colours. I haven't swatched these out and tried how they react to white pen. I'm going to be using some white pen in a minute, so we will see what happens. Now, I'm thinking we could do this little sticker in a slightly different colour. I'm thinking, you know, got a little heart on there. Let's grab a red. Is that a red? Hang on, just going to scribble it. Yeah, no, that's orangey red. Hang on, sorry, bear with me. Yeah, that'll do. So this is number 8. Do that heart, quite dark. And the edge of this in red. Quite a narrow line. Just try and get round. I assume it says love from Lisbon. Never been to Portugal. I'm going to do a light red. So it's the same colour, I'm just holding the pencil further up and on its side to get a light application of colour. There we go. Should we do our butterfly first and then worry about the background in a minute? I'm going to use this colour, I really like it, for a bit of the butterfly. I think I'll do this section. I'm going to press a bit harder nearer to the body and then fade it out. I'm going to make the butterfly bright colours, so take a little bit of each of the colours maybe that we've used already. Number 7, we've got a bit of an orange going on. We'll do it up in this section. And we'll do some purple. Doesn't want to come out of the tray. Oops, there we go. Number 14 for this bit. Just trying to fade it towards the edge of the wing, so more layers nearer the body and less towards the edge. There we go, and then blue and pink, maybe. Yeah. Let's go with our lightest pink, our number 12. This bit again, trying to get a little bit harder near the body and less as we go out. Like that. Just try and make sure it's even. And then those little dots I'm going to do in a blue. Oops, if it doesn't want to come out of the tray. Number 17. I'm not doing any green on butterfly. I'm going to do green on the edge of the circle, I've decided. Now, I'm going to grab a grey. I'm going to use number 32 for the body. I'm going to try and make it a little darker around the edges and lighter in the middle. Try and give it some shape. Could use a darker grey on the edges and a lighter one in the middle if you wanted. And the other lines on the butterfly I'm going to do in black. So number 34. You can hear a train. I never know if you can hear them or not. And down here. And the black works with these blackberries as well. Doesn't smudge into my background. Okay, now for the background I had a thought and now I'm wondering if it was such a good idea. Let's do the green. The rim, this sort of edge I want to do in green, but are those stalks aren't really making an edge. Let's do it anyway. Number 20. I'm having a think. No, maybe we'll take our background out to there because that's just the edge of that flower. Yeah, no, we won't do that. We'll do our background. Now I'm contemplating a turquoise. I'm just changing my mind as I go. Yep, number 22. It's a bluey green. That's what we're going to do for our background. We're just going to apply it lightly inside the outer circle, if that makes sense. And when I've done that, I can then decide whether I'm happy to leave the paper white or not. And I'm trying to put this on reasonably lightly. I don't want to plaster it on. I think it's easier. You need less layers for a big area if you do it lightly. The sun comes out for about 2 seconds and then goes in again. Now it's out. I don't know whether it's impacting the light. Now it's back in. I'm sure it probably is. I don't think my camera and lamp are getting time to adjust. But I just get a little bit of sunlight underneath the blind. We fitted the blind so it's outside of the window frame. It's a lot easier than trying to cut it exactly to the size of the window. But it does mean that it isn't a precise fit. So you still get some light through, which helps me because I can see my pencils. Because my lamp is sort of directed so that it's right on the book. Which is what you need to. I'm just trying to work out where this is going. Sure. Got a bit lost in there. Let's do this bit. I'm thinking. See, that must be the edge there. Let's leave that there. Now usually I decide on my background colour before I start, so I make sure I don't use a colour that I haven't used elsewhere. But I was lucky on this one that I happen to have a colour I hadn't used, which I think works. You could use a soft pastel for this. You would get a smoother, neater, quicker and easier finish, but it'd be harder to stain the lines and stay away from that envelope if you are going to keep that white. To be a little bit careful. I had someone asking me the other day how many videos I had made. Gosh, so I had a look. I've done over 800 tutorials. Wow. My son thought it was quite funny that I'd made more videos than Mr. Beast. And but I hadn't been on YouTube for as long as him. but he only does a weekly one, not 2 a day. But I've been told by my sons that I do far too many and I should just do them weekly and things like that, but I do what I want. I do what I enjoy. You know, if I start getting lots of work in and I can't cope with doing as many as I do, then I might have to slow down. But, you know, I want to spread the joy of colouring, and to do that I need to make videos. So they also are very fancy, longer than mine, really fancy editing and stuff, and they have a team to do all that for them, of course. I'm just little me. I just do what I want. Okay, I'm just looking, I'm happy with that. I could put that on darker. I don't think I will. I think I'll leave it light. Now we're going to get our white and we're going to do some finishing touches. I'm just going to find the right one. I like the 10 in the Sakura Jelly Roll. It's quite thick and it shows up well. Oh, our butterfly hasn't been finished. You knew that though, didn't you? You had seen. Okay, so we're going to start with the butterfly, which is why I noticed. I'm just going to start adding dots. Whoops. Dots make such a difference to a picture. You obviously got to see it before the dots, so you can then decide whether you like them or not. Okay, that's that bit. Now we have dots here, and I'm not sure it's really going to show up with the white, but I'm going to put a few on the edges of our berries. The yellow flowers aren't going to show them up. You could do some dots in a different colour on them. Now these have got dots drawn on, so I'm just going to add to them. I'm not going to try and go over the top of what's there. I should just add to them. As I said, I'm going to put some here. Edge of our berries. Here I'm going to put them here. I need them to be on the darker bit of the flower, or else they won't show up. And we're going to see whether this pink pigment bleeds into the white. Should be interesting. I think it did when I used it before. So on the circle, there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, I'm just having fun. Oh my gosh, did you hear my stomach rumbling? I think it's probably 11:30. I usually eat lunch at 12, but I really don't feel hungry. I did only have a small breakfast because I didn't feel hungry. But I tend to listen to my body. If I don't feel hungry, I don't eat much. I think it's the good way to be. Okay, we'll do some in the middle of these big dots. Need some on here. Try and put it on the darker bit. They show up better on the darker bit. There, I think I will leave that there. You could go mad dotting forever. Go dotty, haha. But there we go. So I hope that was okay. I had a lot of fun with that one. Lots of bright colours. You could use any pencils, of course, to do something like this. But just sort of note that, you know, I do lots of different colours, so I keep the leaves quite similar. It's a tip I picked up actually from Johanna Basford, and it does seem to work quite well. And these dots are the ones that are going pink, which is interesting. But hey, that's fine. I don't mind. But there we go. I am going to go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this sort of pair of videos. If you missed the first one, go back and watch yesterday's and work out, you'll see how I did all the flowers and things. But thank you for those who watched. I was going to do some orange dots on the yellow flowers, so they had some dots, but I've changed my mind. That's why I didn't do it. I did mention it, so I've just remembered that I mentioned I would have a different plan. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So thank you so much for watching. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, have fun, and happy colouring.